Hi everyone, this is Hardy. In this lecture we will discuss mood and story. This is how to make your environment art resonate with your viewer on an emotional level. Mood and story are very interconnected in environment art, but let's try to address them one at a time, starting with mood. In order for any work of art to be successful, it has to evoke a feeling in the viewer. We want the environments that we create to feel like a living, breathing place that our viewers can occupy in their imagination. So, how do we do that? It all starts with early decision making at the beginning of a project. Decide on the mood and feeling that you want your scene to evoke and make all of your design decisions around that. Build up from the desired mood. If you want your image to be gloomy or foreboding, try a dark or muted color scheme. Perhaps make it cold or raining or have dead-looking trees. If you want to make something seem idyllic or evoke happy feelings, use bright colors, warm shadows, and make things seem alive and hopeful. Mood is one of those big picture concepts that we need to decide early on in our process. Now, let's talk about story. In a way, visual storytelling is what all art is meant to do, but it is especially important in environment art. The implied narrative that the viewer gets from our image can really engage them and draw them into your world. Now, this doesn't mean you have to spell out a sequence of events in every image, but we want to create a sense of wonder. Make the viewer want to explore your world. Here are some great general ways to tell a visual story with your environment art. Signs of life. This is a fun one. Show your viewers that people inhabit your world, even if none are visible. Now, you can literally include a character in your scene, but you don't have to. In fact, sometimes it's better to imply the presence of people rather than show them directly. Subtle clues like smoke coming out of a chimney or a light shining in a distant window, an old fence in a forest, or a small footbridge going over a river. Little details like this make your image very human and relatable to your viewer. What happened here? This is a great big picture question to ask yourself when determining the story you want to tell. What events led up to this moment that we are seeing in your world? An old rickety barn in a field, or a fallen tree with its roots exposed? Things like this give us lots of backstory about what has happened in your world leading up to this moment where the viewer is invited in. Something as simple as a puddle on a sunny day could show us that it might have rained a short while ago. These subtle hints at narrative are all that you need. I find that it's better to show a tiny clue and then let the viewer fill in all of the details in their own imagination. It's a powerful way to make your image resonate. Paths to explore. This must be the video game fan in me, but I love to show paths and places to explore in my environment art. Now, these can literally be footpaths or roads, or more indirect paths like a clearing between trees that looks like a cool place to explore. In video game concept art, our main job is to create somewhere that will be a fun three-dimensional environment to play around in. So we want to really lead the eye around our image and invite the viewer to come and get lost in our worlds. Keep these ideas in mind as you start any environment project, and you'll really enjoy the results you get.